We open with an animated view of the night sky, slowly zooming into the constellation Coronae Borealis. As the stars come into focus, the soothing voice of the narrator begins. In the grand tapestry of the universe, stars are born, they live, and eventually, they die. But some stars, like T Coronae Borealis, defy this cycle with a burst of brilliance. They explode in what we call a nova, lighting up the sky in a spectacular display of cosmic power. Today, we embark on an incredible journey to understand the rare nova explosion in the Coronae Borealis constellation. The camera zooms into the star T Coronae Borealis, surrounded by the glowing arc of the Coronae Borealis constellation. The scene transitions to a more dynamic animation showing T Coronae Borealis, gently pulsing with energy, preparing for its explosive moment. We dive into the rich mythology of the constellation Coronae Borealis. The scene shows an ancient night sky over Greece, with animated illustrations of mythological figures. The narrator explains the myth behind the constellation. In ancient Greek mythology, Coronae Borealis was known as the Northern Crown, a symbol of victory and divine favor. It was said to represent the crown of Ariadne, the daughter of King Minos, who was rescued by the god Dionysus. As a gift, Dionysus placed her crown in the heavens, where it shines to this day. Beautiful, hand-drawn animations bring the myth to life, showing Ariadne, Dionysus, and the placing of the crown in the stars. We then zoom out to reveal the modern constellation, now visible through the lens of history and mythology. The animation shifts to a more scientific tone, with clean diagrams and charts explaining the phenomenon of a nova. T Coronae Borealis, a red giant, is introduced in detail. We see its binary companion, a white dwarf star, orbiting nearby. The narrator continues, a nova occurs in a binary star system, where two stars orbit one another. One is often a white dwarf, an incredibly dense, dying star, while the other is usually a red giant. In T Coronae Borealis, this unique relationship results in explosive outbursts of energy when material from the red giant is drawn onto the surface of the white dwarf, igniting a nova. An animation shows this process in real time, with gases being pulled from the red giant into the white dwarf. A fiery explosion bursts from the star, illuminating the space around it. The scene changes to show a timeline stretching from the 1800s to modern day, highlighting key moments in the observational history of T Coronae Borealis. We focus on its previous eruptions, including a particularly significant one in 1866. T Coronae Borealis, also known as the Blaze Star, has captivated astronomers for centuries. It was first observed undergoing a nova in 1866, shocking astronomers with its sudden brightness. The star erupted again in 1946, further solidifying its status as one of the rarest and most intriguing stars in our galaxy. We see animated depictions of astronomers from different eras, peering through telescopes, scribbling in notebooks, and eventually using more modern equipment to track the star's eruptions. The transition from ancient to modern observation tools keeps viewers engaged.